Hello, Pewter people. Scott Reynolds here with another Pewter Pulse. I think the Bucks had an incredible draft this year, one that could rival the past couple of gems that Jason Licht, Todd Bowles, and the Bucks scouts have put together. What made this an awesome draft for me was not just the Bucks landing a super receiver prospect in the first round in Ohio State's Emeka Egbuka, or addressing the needed cornerback in round two with Notre Dame's Benjamin Morrison and Kansas State's Jacob Parrish. It's finding studs on day three that I absolutely love that makes this such a complete draft class for Tampa Bay. That's the topic of today's Pewter Pulse, and I'll tell you what I loved about the Bucks draft three picks in just a moment. But first, your reminder, hit the thumbs up button on this video and give it a like. Also, leave a comment. Love reading your comments. Really do. And doing those two things helps us with the YouTube algorithm and gets us in front of more awesome Bucks fans like you. So thank you very much. The Bucks pass rush got a whole lot better on day three, and Tampa Bay added another explosive wide receiver to help out on offense and special teams too. If you followed Peter Report's draft coverage, you know that we had another hit with our Bucks best bet with the fourth round selection of David Walker, an edge rusher out of Central Arkansas. Walker totaled 39 sacks in his last 4 years rushing the passer, in addition to 82 and a half tackles for loss, 6 forced fumbles, and 8 pass breakups. Walker averaged nearly 10 sacks per season and never had fewer than 8 in any year. He was a model of consistency in terms of getting after the quarterback. Walker stood out to me and the Bucks at the Senior Bowl, where he proved he belonged against FBS competition after dominating at the FCS level. When you draft a player from a smaller school or at the FCS level, they better dominate. They better show up on film. And this guy did each and every time. At just over 6 foot, weighing 263 pounds, there is some Shaq Barrett quality to his game. He has incredible pass rush instincts and already comes with a lower center of gravity with his stature. Remember, low man wins in the trenches, and Walker uses his strong, violent hands to win and beat offensive tackles. He's got a great motor, and Jason Licht is excited about this pick. Todd Bowles is thrilled about it. Larry Foote is ecstatic about it. Me too. Walker will see time as a pass rush specialist as a rookie and as a day three steal. But the Bucks weren't done with their day three thievery. Not were they only finding a defensive pass rusher in David Walker. They found another one, a defensive lineman who can rush the passer, an SMU defensive tackle, Elijah Roberts, who may be even a bigger steal because he lasted until the 5th round. Roberts transferred from Miami to SMU 2 years ago in search of more playing time, and he found it. He also had 10 sacks, 12 tackles for loss, 2 forced fumbles, and an amazing 47 quarterback pressures in 2023, according to Pro Football Focus. Talk about an instant impact at his new school. And last year, he had 7.5 sacks as the Mustangs made a playoff run. And he had 45 pressures along with 11 tackles for loss and 2 more forced fumbles. Roberts finished his senior season with a 22.4 pass rush win rate, according to Pro Football Focus, and earned back-to-back defensive grades of 91.1 and 91.3 over the last 2 seasons, which is ridiculous. He also went to the East-West Shrine Bowl and showed he can rush inside over guards after spending most of his time at SMU rushing from the edge as a really big 285-pound edge rusher. Even though he was mostly an edge rusher for the Mustangs, Roberts was moved inside to defensive tackle, as I mentioned, at the East-West Shrine game, and that's where he's going to be playing in Tampa Bay. He's essentially going to replace Will Golston, who turns 34 this summer. At 6'3", 292 pounds, Roberts already has the frame to play inside, and he could ascend to that number 3 defensive tackle spot sooner rather than later and possibly replace Logan Hall in 2026, as Hall is entering a contract year. 292 pounds, Roberts already comes to Tampa Bay, 20 pounds heavier than Hall did as a rookie in 2022. But the Bucks weren't done thieving. Jason Licht and Todd Bowles got yet another steal and wide receiver Tez Johnson, who could be the next Tank Dell or Tutu Atwell. He's that type of player. He could be that type of player in Tampa Bay. The Oregon product lasted until the 7th round because he's just 5'10", 154 pounds. And he didn't run that fast in the 40-yard dash with a 4.51 time, but this guy is a shifty, elusive, instinctive receiver who could just make the team due to his punt return skills as well. As Rob McCartney said after day 3, this guy just is faster on the football field. He looks fast on tape. Sometimes he's the fastest player on the field when the Bucs scouts are watching tape. The Athletics' Dane Brugler gave Johnson a 4th-round grade because of his skill set and production. After 3 seasons at Troy, Johnson transferred to Oregon, where he was literally adopted by Bo Nix's parents. And he and the Oregon quarterback teamed up for 86 receptions for 1,182 yards and 10 touchdowns. Folks, that's a 13.7-yard average. Last year without Nix, who went to Denver as a first-round pick, Johnson still caught 83 passes for 898 yards and scored 10 more touchdowns and was the nation's yards after catch leader, the Yak King. He was the Big Ten championship game MVP as well, and he also had an 85-yard punt return for a touchdown, which speaks to his value as a special teams guy on kick and punt return. I love what he told the media after he was drafted by the Bucs. He said, "The punt return job is mine." I love this kid's confidence and his swagger in addition to his playmaking ability. The Bucs could be getting another Bucky Irving type this year, but at wide receiver. Johnson's best friends at Oregon were Bo Nix, of course, and Bucky Irving, who he's thrilled to team up with again, now in Tampa Bay. It was going to be hard for Jason Licht to top last year's draft class or even match it, as Graham Barton, Tyke Smith, Jalen McMillan, and Bucky Irving were all instant impact players in Tampa Bay as rookies. But Jason Licht might have just done it again. It's crazy. Yes, I'm excited about Emeka Egbuka, Benjamin Morrison, and Jacob Parrish. Don't get me wrong. But I'm equally thrilled about what the Bucs have done on day 3 with these picks. I can't find fault with any of the Bucs draft picks this year. There isn't even one pick that I can truly question. As long as Benjamin Morrison's hip issues are behind him, and I think they are, and of course the team thinks they are, otherwise they wouldn't have picked him in the 2nd round. He got medically cleared by the staff. Jason Licht, along with Todd Bowles, Mike Beal, Rob McCartney, and the team's other scouts, are just putting on a masterclass, a clinic when it comes to consistently excelling at the draft. It's one thing to hit on early draft picks or even mid-rounders, but to consistently find gems on day 3 that can not only stick on the roster, but wind up as starters and impact players, guys like Bucky Irving, Zion McCollum, Cade Otton, and Servassier Dennis, that's special. Listen, this year's picks have yet to even hit the practice field or put on a Bucs helmet. But I'm excited about him. And given Tampa Bay's track record of success and the promise that these players have shown on film where it matters most, don't bet against Jason Licht when it comes to the draft, even on day 3. Folks, thanks so much for tuning into our 3-day draft extravaganza. Our live 3-day draft show hit over 50,000 views. That's amazing. That's just about double what we did last year. So thank you so much. You can find all of our videos, my Pewter Pulse videos, our Pewter Report podcast. They're all at Pewter Report TV. It's our YouTube channel. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Also, please hit the notifications when we go live with a Pewter Pulse or any Bucs video content or one of our podcasts. You will get a notification when you hit the notification button. So please do that as well. Also, follow us on X, Facebook, and Instagram at Pewter Report, and visit pewterreport.com for all of our post-draft coverage. We'll have tons of content coming from the Bucs rookie minicamp, about the undrafted free agent class. OTAs are on the horizon. You'll find all that content at pewterreport.com. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll be back soon with a new Pewter Pulse.